Okay, I just got done a couple days ago putting the aftermarket halos into my 2011 Camaro SS with the RS package. I got these halos from Oracle. It's the red and white package. I didn't get them for the fog lights, just got them for the headlights. It cost $200. When I wanted to put these halos in, I looked around on YouTube, and really the only video I could find of install was actually from Oracle themselves. So I figured I would come out here and try to give a little bit of a detailed description on what you have to do, how long it's going to take, and everything, just to help anybody out there who wants to do it themselves, because it is actually quite expensive to send them off to get them put in. But basically what you do is there's a bolt right here on each side of the bumper, and there's these things that pop out here all the way across. You remove all those. Then I took both my front wheels off, and this is so I could get into the fender wells easily. But there's a few clips all the way around the fender well that have to be undone, and then the whole thing will pop out. And then there's 4 bolts up in there. They're way down in there. So that's why I took the wheel off, and that's obviously why you have to get the fender well off. But they're way down in there. You undo those 4 bolts. I believe it's 4, actually, maybe a little bit more than that, but they're fairly visible when you look up in there. You do that on each side, and then there's 2 bolts underneath the bumper that have to be done as well. And once those get off, this whole front section will come off. And if you get any halos from Oracle, they will send you a video on how to remove the bumper. But this is just to reiterate that. And once those are off, there's a couple little bolts here that will unscrew to pop the headlights themselves off, and then the whole headlight will come off, and that part's actually fairly straightforward. Alright, when you get your halo kit, the video will say, and you can actually see this on YouTube also, but the video will say to put it in for, I believe, 20 minutes, 220 degrees. That feels a little weird to do. Put your headlights in the oven for so long at such a temperature. So what I ended up doing was I used a heat gun and a hairdryer to try to pry it open at first, but that didn't work. So I did end up going to the oven, but what I did is I did 220 degrees preheat, and then I put them in there for 12 minutes each, and pulled them out and tried to pry them open. I ended up doing that twice for both headlights, and that ended up working just fine. It did take a couple hours to get the headlights open, just because I tried so many different things. But if you go straight to the oven for 12, maybe 13 minutes, 220 if you have a good oven, then that should do just fine. It is tough work, it really is, and the housing is going to be a little bit messed up. You might lose a couple little tabs that are on the headlights all the way around, but they're not extremely important. You know, obviously try not to break them off. But so once you get into the headlight, you can pretty much just follow the install video that's included. I chose to keep my factory rings in there and just put the actual halos behind that, so that it blends in a little bit more. But there's a little section at the top here that's hidden that you will have to actually cut off to get the new ring back in there. And it's not that difficult. It takes a little bit of nerve. You cut that little section off, and then stick the new ones down in there. Line them up right. And that's pretty much it when it comes to actually installing them. And then I just made sure I had a good reseal on them. When it comes to wiring, let me show you what I did. Let's see. Normally, when you turn the halos on, you want to turn this dial once and that'll turn your halos on. Now on my car, that doesn't do anything to the halos. All it does is turn on the side marker lights. Turn that off. Turns on the side marker lights and it turns on the rear tail lights. Now my halos are completely controlled by these two buttons. This one will activate the white, and this one will activate the red. Or I can obviously do them at the same time. I'll show you what they look like in just a minute. So pretty much what I did, out of the new rings, there's 3 wires, and one is a power wire, one is a wire that, when connected with the power wire, will activate the white, and then one will activate the red. So pretty much what I did is I just ran the red wire to the power source and took the other 2 wires to their desired switches and then grounded these out. That seems to work pretty well, but here's what the new reds look like. It's a little blurry on the camera, but when it's in person, man, they look good. Everywhere I go, when I have these reds on, that's the first thing people notice. They always say something about it, and I really am happy with them. It is very much worth the $200 that I paid. If you want to get them in the fog lights, it's worth the extra. I believe it's extra $150 or something. I'm trying to decide right now whether or not I should do the afterburner kit and the tail lights, but I guess that's a new project. But anyways, I tried to create this video to clear anything up that may have been confusing, but if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. This is not my thing, so if I can do it, you can do it too. I mean, if you have the means to send it to Oracle and get them installed, by all means do that. But if you feel like doing it yourself and taking on a little project, it's definitely doable. You just have to build up some nerve. So like I said, if you have any questions, ask. If I left anything out, let me know. But that is the red and white halo kit for the new Camaro SS.